The thing about the ban with the TikToks, though, the reason why I'm not worried about it is apparently the bill that it was included in is so shoddily worded that it's got so many loopholes that I'm not fucking worried about it. Even if it gets, even if the president signs it off, nothing's going to happen. And I think it was designed like that on purpose because they managed to all come together on this one thing for the first time in 250 years of history. This one thing they got together in like 4 days. So you know it was written poorly. I'm trying to think the best for humanity here at the moment and go, maybe somebody wrote it that way on purpose. So yeah, I'm not worried about the TikTok ban.
In the beginning, the universe was created. This has made a lot of people very angry and been widely regarded as a bad move.
Well, here's what I know. I know that's Paul Schultz. I know I'm Steve Benson. I know this is the Don't Panic radio show, so sit back, relax, and ignore the news because nothing you're about to hear is true.
SFJ gets wet every time you say that.
Nice. I'm going to be thinking about that the rest of the day. TikTok trends, TikTok banned, tickety-tockety. You know,
a winner.
TikTok is the official social media of not just the Chinese Communist Party, but also the Don't Panic radio show.
That's all right.
So you said you had some trends you were going to share. What you got?
I had a couple of them. But before I get into those, if you like our videos and you like our content, do us all a favor. Do all the YouTube things down below. And
Unless
also,
they're up
please
there.
don't forget. Yes. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you don't miss a single video. And if you just go into the comments, right, I love every episode of the Don't Panic radio show. Like with every video, that apparently tricks the YouTube algorithm as well.
Change the channel, Marge.
I've been watching a lot of TikTok lately just to kind of escape reality a little bit. And I came across something that cracks me up. There's a couple of trends. Well, there's three I want to talk about. But I'll talk about two, and in case we can't get to the third one, I'll save it for the next show. There's this trend of people discovering that Shakespeare sounds better with a Southern accent. And they'll do like these soliloquies, this Appalachian soliloquies and all this stuff and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, all right. At first, I'm like, yeah, well, that's because Shakespeare is universal. It really is because Romeo and Juliet, Julius Caesar, the Seven Samurai, all that shit is 100%, been reused so many times. It's just universal. Well, then I thought about it again, and after listening to a couple of these hillbillies doing these Shakespeare soliloquies, and I'm like, no, hillbillies just sound smarter when they're not talking stupid stuff.
So it's not that hillbillies make Shakespeare sound better; it's that Shakespeare make hillbillies sound better.
Exactly. So now I'm like, do I dare make that video?
Here's all I know about that. Yeah, a fool thinks himself to be wise, but a wise man knows himself to be a fool.
Right. He almost sounds like your grandma, something your grandma would say.
We know what we are, but know not what we may be. Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. How's that? That's make me sound a little better. It's better to y'all need to rust off. Well, y'all come home with us. Well, y'all come back. Be not afraid of greatness. If you prick us, do we not bleed? How are we doing there? That's not bad. I get it. Maybe that'll be maybe since it's a trend, maybe I'll do a few.
Oh, do it.
Y'all somebody told me Shakespeare sounds better if it's a Southern accent. So I'm gonna try a few, and if I don't make Shakespeare sound better, least ways maybe Shakespeare will make me sound better.
I'm waiting for that. Y'all, the chupacabra done stole my catalytic converter. You know that girl. I'm waiting for her to start doing some Shakespeare.
Speaking of trends, I do love there's that black lady that does the everybody's so creative, and then some
Oh yeah,
white lady will be making a weird, Vienna sausage and Jello recipe or something.
with,
Everybody's so
with mayonnaise
creative.
in there somewhere.
You just put that mayonnaise in there.
See how it looks like we're not supposed to do that? But you did it anyway.
Yeah.
7 Sound.
There's this other trend going around that I watched plenty of videos on it and started thinking about it, and I've come to a couple of conclusions. Is there was videos going around a couple of weeks ago, and women were talking about how if they were given a choice, you're walking through the woods, would you rather encounter a bear or a man? Unanimously, bear.
Bear, 100% of the time.
Bear. 100% of the time, bear. Well, this one dude gets on there and he's like, y'all ain't never watched no nature documentaries, have you? You ever seen what a bear does to a person? Well, he of course his comment section and his stitches didn't go the way he
No.
wanted them to.
You ever see what
And
men do to women?
that's it. I got to thinking, I'm like, so there's a lot of guys out there that are butthurt that women would rather run into a bear in the woods than them. And one of the conclusions I reached was, one, everyone will believe the woman that she was attacked by a bear.
Mm-hmm.
They almost know. Oh, yeah, they're never going to go, huh, you were in that sundress, weren't you?
Were you wearing a beef jerky skirt? Maybe. What do bears eat? Were you covered in honey? Now I'm just gonna do the rest of the show with a Southern accent. First, it occurs to me that maybe Shakespeare sounds better in a Southern accent because the Old English accent, I think, influenced the Southern accent. The Southern states were more affiliated with more allied with Great Britain and England than the North was. So maybe that's like maybe that's
right.
like Shakespeare's accent maybe sounded Southern. Anyway, dude, not all men, but definitely that one man that was out there going, oh, what do you mean you'd rather be?
Not
Do you know what a
all,
bear can do? It's like, do you know you live your life probably scaring women every day? Like, seriously?
Well, the thing is, there was another trend a while ago, and I got to thinking about that one when I was hearing all this. For some reason, I want to see the Venn diagram, because there's a Venn diagram of somewhere in this mix, because there is a ridiculous amount of grown ass men in this world who think they could survive, if not beat, a bear in combat.
That's stupid. We should test that theory. I think that would be a benefit to society.
Well, think about it like this, man. They invented a bear suit. Okay, the bear suit is not designed to fight a bear. The bear suit is designed so you don't die when the bear attacks you. So you're not. No, these dudes. What are you like, Daniel Boone or some shit? You're gonna fight this bear? Have you seen a bear?
By the way,
real?
if you haven't already seen the documentary of the guy who invented that bear suit, do yourself a favor. That guy, he's like a personal hero of mine. Okay, his name is Troy Hurtubise. Hurtubise.
Hurtubise.
Wikipedia, Canadian inventor and conservationist, Noted for self-testing his often bizarre creations, these inventions included various ray generators, fire paste, the Ursa's personal armor suit, and the Trojan ballistics suit of armor. There's the thing swinging from the tree. There he goes, falling down. I love this guy. He's a hero.
Hey
He's an
man,
American hero.
not all heroes wear capes. Some of them
Try.
wear bear
Oh, there's the truck. Boom.
Oh,
Oh,
imagine that's your life though. Yeah, fuck bears. I saw the Revenant. I know what bears can do.
yeah, but still, it's not that they're unaware of what a bear can do, right? It's to your
Mhm.
point, it's like you can run away from a bear. You can, maybe it's not hungry, maybe it's not territorial, maybe it's not, but
Yeah.
a man is
Yeah.
is possibly going to do terrible things, right?
Yeah.
So
Not all, man.
we started out, I don't know how much you want to include in the show, but we had a good conversation about the ban. What I know and what I think about it is I believe the way it's written says that they have to sell whatever company owns TikTok has to sell the TikTok part. So it's not called TikTok Incorporated. There's some company that owns
Yeah,
TikTok.
there's not a TikTok building.
Yeah. That would be cool if there was.
Like Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated,
Yeah. It's shell companies within shell companies and, Cayman Island companies and some US companies and like China,
throwing a Nigerian prince.
there's a company owned by a Chinese citizen
Mhm.
that has some partial stake in some other company that owns part of. Look, guys, this is the system you designed. It's called capitalism. And people and the Chinese very legally take advantage of all the different BS that you guys all invented, right? The invisible hand of the market created a way to have shells a bunch. It's like the Russian doll, the nested Russian dolls of companies, right? So to your point about how they worded the legislation, I'll bet it's hard to tell, like, what is it even we're supposed to do to keep from getting banned? Second,
Yeah.
somebody said, and I don't know if this is true, the US user base represents 10% of the people who use TikTok or less. Now, the US economy is so strong, maybe their revenue, maybe it's an outsized proportion of the revenue comes from US users. I don't know. But that was the other thing. It's like TikTok's going to go, okay. I believe they might be banned in China, by the way. so they'll be like,
Yeah.
okay, we're banned in China already. Ban us in the US. Most of our users aren't even in the US. Who cares?
Right.
The supposed reason is they're violating our privacy. What? Are you going to ban Reels? And you're going to ban YouTube Shorts? You're going to ban,
The call is coming from inside the house.
like suddenly now the US is worried about our privacy. My belief is that it's probably, to your point, they've never been able to agree on anything. Even that one congressman who, huge TikTok user, kind of used it for his campaign, uses it to give his constituents updates, huge TikTok user, voted for the ban. And his
Jeff
explanation
Johnson
was,
or
well,
something like that.
He's like, what's that?
His name's like Jeff Johnson or something.
Yeah, something like that. Some fake sounding name.
I don't care about him enough to remember his name.
From North Carolina
Which is
or
most
somewhere.
people. Yeah.
And, he said, well, once I became a congressman, they told me some secret stuff that I'm not allowed to say. I'll bet you that secret stuff was like, Reels and YouTube Shorts is not really able to compete with TikTok. TikTok's out competing them. So anything you guys can do to help us would be greatly appreciated. Here's another check.
Here's a dump truck full of money.
Yeah.
You pretty much summed it up, dude. It's because for the first time in like our collective history, there's been a way that we can call bullshit on everything. Take Kellogg's, for instance, okay? Kellogg's is getting the shit kicked out of it right now because we're boycotting Kellogg's products. Well, people are like, well, Kellogg's is more than just cereal. Yeah, I know. You know how I figured that out. Want to guess? It wasn't Google.
TikTok.
So Kellogg's goes, hey, yeah, here's a bunch of money. Make it go away.
Yeah.
We've been able to call bullshit on so many things because of this and organize and all these great things. And the last thing, not to sound like I got a tinfoil hat on, which by the way, I forgot my hat. The last thing your government wants is the people to get along. This whole selling your data bullshit when our data is bought and sold on a daily basis by, quote unquote American companies. It's
Right.
all bullshit. It's
Russia used Facebook and Twitter to win the election for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
That's not even speculation. It's been proven by the FBI. And that's an American-owned company that Russia used.
Yep.
So what's China going to do when they don't own TikTok? They just have some influence because some Chinese citizen owns part of it. They got rid of Twitter by buying it and sending it down the shitter. Shitter. Xitter.
XITT. Bro, get that .com and sell it.
Right? Maybe Elon will buy it. Ultimately, I think you're probably right. Banning TikTok is just impractical for one thing, because all they could do is like make it so you can't get updates from the App Store, maybe, I guess.
Yeah. In the event that somehow some miracle happens and it actually just completely gets shut down, pretend it just goes away. Like every once in a while when you go to get on Facebook and it's gone, and for that brief moment you're like, thank you.
Yeah.
If that were to happen, there's already a number of clones set up just waiting.
You know what I'll miss most about TikTok? Well, two things. And there can't really pick one of what I'll miss the most. One is getting the multiple TikToks from you on a daily basis. So I want to know where you're going. And I want to know what you'll be sending me. So that's one thing I'll miss.
I'll keep y'all posted.
The other thing I'll miss, there's just something about anybody over the age of 45 saying TikTok that just tickles my funny bone. It's just something about the sound of the words TikTok.
Yeah.
There's the creative writing professor that I talk about from time to time makes a bunch of videos, and every time he gets on there and he's like, all right, I thought I'd make a TikTok today. I know I haven't made many TikToks recently. Or he'll be like, I've decided to make 80 TikToks within a week. So I'm making this TikTok as one of my TikToks. And I'm just like, he's probably in his 50s, maybe 60s. It's just something about the way the word sounds coming out of an old fart.
Yeah, and that's the thing of beauty, honestly, because you make them say these silly, nonsensical things, and they like to sound smart, but they're saying things like TikTok.
All right, well, that's probably enough of that. What did we learn today? Watch out for bears, but more importantly, watch out for creepy dudes. For the guy in the bear suit, wait, what was his name? Troy
Hercules or something like that.
Troy Hercules. Hurtubise. For Troy Hurtubise, for Paul Schultz, I'm Steve Vinson. This has been the Dope Panic Radio Show, and nothing you just heard was true.